Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Notice we got both hands, fingers, spirit fingers going here. I'll tell you guys about that in a second. But today we're going to be going over what I do when I'm about to ride my motorcycle. So like tips and tricks on how to keep your makeup on if you're gonna be sweating all day long, and like a summertime get ready with me foundation kind of tutorial maybe. I'm gonna be talking about a few things that I like to do in order to get my makeup to last, but I still want to wear coverage. I know a lot of people want like a BB cream. I'm not that girl. I've never been that girl. Like if I'm gonna wear makeup, I'm gonna wear makeup. That's just how I roll. But I'm going to tell you guys what I do, what lasts for me, what helps make things last. I'm about to go out on the bike, so yeah, I wasn't going to mess with the hair. I'm going to be honest, I tried to mess with the hair and then I decided it just wasn't worth it. It's going to be underneath the bandana later anyway, so we are skipping all that jazz. I'm going to go straight from here to my bike and ride around, so there's that. I was able to get my sling off, so I'm going to have surgery later to tighten everything up. I'm going to do rehab right now. Like I can move my arm around and I can kind of go out this way with my arm, but going out, like reaching out this way and then coming back, it's like when I come back down, I don't know. But I'm going to be doing rehab and a few things. I'm hurting right here right now, but it's a lot better than what it was. And I'm not planning on having surgery to tighten this up so it stops dislocating for a few months. So I want to live out the summer. Anywho, I'm not going to ramble on about that. We're without a sling and I am happy about it. But if you guys want to see how I get ready to ride my motorcycle, how I get ready if I'm going to be out in the heat period, just keep watching. I thought I was filming and I wasn't, so I'm going to show you guys the primers that I am wearing. I'm wearing the Sisley Double Tensuer primer. Now this one is hydrating, but it holds your makeup on really well. So if you're combo, I'm combo, and I really love this. I will kind of keep it away from my pores though if I'm trying to get a long wear out of my makeup. Like if I know I'm going to be on the motorcycle, I avoid my pores with this primer. Then I went on with my trusty Max Skin Refine Zone. This one controls oil, keeps your pores cleaned out, and I feel like it kind of holds on to the smoothing primer I put on after that a little bit better. It's almost like it doesn't let your primer start to sink into your pores, shrinks them up. I don't know, it's amazing and I love that stuff. That's been consistent with me for a very long time. And then I use my Milk Makeup Blur Stick around my pore area to smooth everything else out and my smile lines. Now let's go on to foundation. There's honestly only two that I swear by. If I'm going to be on my motorcycle, out where I'm going to be sweating, anything, there's only two that I say last all day long. You might get a little shiny because you're sweating, but like it doesn't move and it looks phenomenal. The first one I'm going to tell you guys about is from MAC. This is the Nourishing Waterproof from Longwear. I've talked about this for a long time on my channel and it's still a constant for me. This guy is full coverage. It is concealer and foundation in one, though I do not use this underneath my eyes. I do love this even with my thinner consistency, lighter coverage foundations. If I want to get a little bit more coverage in certain areas, I always do this. The shade that I am using currently, because I don't know how it looks on camera, but I am a lot darker. I'm now wearing an NC30. That matches my body. Like I'm a lot darker on my body. My face is always pale. But then I also go for double wear. This has been a new favorite of mine, and this is it's so appropriately named. It does not move either, and they have a new claim of it being 24 hours. Both of these foundations are 24-hour wear and they both work for me really well. My skin isn't doing too horrible right now, so I'm going to go in with the double wear. It is more of like a medium to buildable, like more full if you put like 2 coats of it on. I'm only going to put one. I'm like 2-1. And I'm going to use my sponge from L'Oreal. Now again, this probably looks so dark, but I assure you, I have to go down the center of my neck and everything, but my body is so dark, like ridiculously dark. When I'm doing my makeup, I always go for my cheeks first because that's where I need the majority of the coverage. And then I take the excess on my nose and on my forehead. You can still see my freckles through it. And the biggest thing is whenever it's hot, you do not want a lot of makeup in the places that you tend to break apart or tends to get really oily or really sweaty, don't put too much makeup there because you're just kind of setting yourself up for disaster. So always just take the excess on those areas. I love the way that makes my skin look. I really love this foundation. Now I'm gonna go in with Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of this underneath my eyes. Again, same theory. I want my coverage, but I don't wanna put too much to where it's just gonna start caking up. And another option I meant to tell you guys for the primer, MAC Natural Radiance is so good. But if you're looking for something to really mattify you, I would go for the Giorgio Armani Prima All Day Perfector. Like that holds onto your makeup, does not budge at all. It's really great for oily skin types. Just don't put it all over your face, mainly keep it in your T-zone. It is a pricey product, but if you think about it, like my MAC Skin Refine Zone is $21 or $22 and it's tiny. This little thing right here is $21 and the big thing of the Armani is $100. And I know that's a lot, but if you are struggling, you can't find something to hold on your makeup, that is where it's at. I've got my sling off, but I still not like lifting up my arm. I can go out a little better now. That's the only reason I'm gonna be able to ride on my bike. But going like up front ways, I don't love it. I'm not loving that yet. Nothing new here. Gonna use Hourglass Diffused Light to set underneath my eyes and like my nose and chin area. Make sure you really get that powder right beside your nose, like in that little crease right there. That is where I tend to start to fall apart. So I like to make sure I really set it. Now I talked about this in my favorite powders video, so I'm gonna show you guys today because I feel like I need it. This is the NYX No Filter Powder and this is in the color Light Beige. I personally feel like I need a little bit more coverage right here on both sides of my mouth. So what I'm gonna do is take this with my blender, just like I did the Hourglass underneath my eyes. Get it on there, and instead of getting like extra coverage through a concealer or through a little bit more foundation, I am just gonna tap this and it really gives me the coverage I need right here. I'm still trying to get some of the scarring to go away from where I was having like really big issues with acne. So this cover it up, but it looks so smooth with this particular powder. I love it. Okay, now I'm gonna add even more powder. I know this is a lot of powder and a lot of things to do, but for me, if I'm trying to keep my makeup on, this is what works for me. If you are dry, I would suggest just dusting the powder on and not baking the way I do. That's why I don't bake underneath my eyes or anything, because I'm too dry there. I would look like a crepey mess and I would look 10 years older real quick. But around the perimeter of my face, during the winter I can't do it because I'm combo, I get too dry during the winter, but during the summer I kind of normalize, and it really just helps me to keep my makeup on and it doesn't look cakey on me. If it does on you, do not do it. Just don't do it. Dust powder on it, it will lock it in the same. I just have issues because I get sweaty and I get a little oily in my T-zone. And then you're gonna ask, okay, why don't you go in right here with this kind of powder and bake the same way I do around the sides of my face? And it's because my pores can look cakey real quick, and I would rather just blot any excess oil or sweat off with a tissue or a blot sheet than I would to have too much makeup in that area and then look cakey at the end of the day. So I only do this method around the outside of my face. I am personally going to use the Chanel loose powder for this. If you want to have a little bit more oil controlling properties to it, I would use the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. MAC 140, and I'm gonna take this around the perimeter of my face. I don't put as much on my forehead either, just because I do get dry there. You're gonna see powder everywhere, oh my god. I make myself look like Santa Claus. And some people don't wanna put on this much makeup during the summer. I'm not that girl. But I do not leave it. So I'm gonna do this and then I'm literally going to take it right off. If you have problems with your smile lines, you can bake those too. And just kinda stay away from them. My smile lines make me mad. I personally find like if I try to bake this area or anything, for me, it just ends up with more stuff creasing whenever I eventually crease, because I'm a smiley little girl. Now I'm gonna go with my bronzer. I'm using a powder bronzer just because I find that I don't want too many cream products on my face if I'm gonna be sweaty. So this is, it's got a big hole in it. This is a Luminous Bronze Light from Hourglass. This is tried and true for me. I just love it. I kind of mix it up with my bronzers. I have a few favorites. This is just the one I'm going with today. I have a lot. That video is coming. I'm using my Wayne Goss number 00, and I'm just going to start bronzing up my skin. Another reason why I like this one is a lot of times if I'm using a lot of powder and I am mattifying my face, this bronzer has a little bit of luminosity to it, so it kind of wakens up my skin again and gives it a little bit more of that glow. Another thing I just want to mention is if you are putting on this much makeup, much powder, everything, make sure you're putting on your skincare too, because you will look like a cakey, crazy person if you do not really hydrate the skin, really make sure you're taking care of it. Your face can handle more if you're taking care of your skin, so just throwing that out there. Now it's going through my blushes, and I use the same ones over and over again, so I'm gonna pick out something else tried and true. This is from MAC. I'm gonna go in with this one right here, and this is Cantaloupe. I feel like everyone's skin is different. Just pick out a blush that wears long wear on you. There's not many blushes that I really honestly have trouble with. Most of the time my blushes stay. There was one from Tarte a long time ago. It's the only one that really sticks out in my mind that I'm like, oh my god, that didn't last on me at all. It was like their celebration or something. It was supposed to be one of the 12-hour wear ones too, and it just came right on off. And in case anyone's trying to get this blush, I believe this one only comes in the pan, so it doesn't come in like the single with the case, just so you guys know. You guys are not even ready for this highlight. You're not ready. Not at all. I have been going ham with this guy. It's so messy because I've been using it every single day. This, I'm not gonna try and say this. I will insert it down below. It's new from Chanel. Oh my god. Obsessed with it. It's the first thing to really make me put down my Sable de Blanc from NARS. I've been going ham on that one. This one, girl, we're gonna put this on because I need to be highlighted. I really like for people to know I'm a girl when I have my helmet on and we're not, like, this is, you know, I'm a chick on a bike. I'm gonna insert a picture of my bike for anybody who doesn't know that I ride. That's why I have a bandana on. I don't even know, maybe I tell you guys in the beginning, I don't know. But look, do you guys see this? Do you see that? It's like a champagne, I don't know. I flippin' love it though. I like put it all over. I'm gonna finish my under eye real quick with my shadow so I can put that on my inner corner. I always do this, you guys. I get creasy right here. I like for my eyes to look a little bit bigger. Just put your transition shade down here no matter what. And it does wonders. Okay, going back in with that highlighter, I'm gonna put it on my inner corners. Brow arch. Tip of my nose, bridge of my nose, all the things. And this also will help to liven up my skin again, give me a little bit of that glow, or a lot of glow. And especially with my skin being so matte, this just helps. So using a radiant bronzer and a whole lot of highlight, you be looking wet. Now of course I have to buff all this out, so I'm using my Sisley powder and my Lumiere brush. And I'm basically smoothing everything out, but it also really locks everything in. Now obviously a setting spray is a must for this. My favorite, Glam Glow Glow Setter. Love this thing. If you are dry, you will love this thing as well. Fine mist smells so good, but if you want more matte, the Cover FX mattifying, even the Milk mattifying one, I've used that and I meant to use it in my last video and I forgot, so I'll just use it again. But yeah, I'm gonna put this one on because I like to look hydrated, but my makeup stay put. Okay, I just added on my lower lash mascara and then gloss with a little bit of liner, which I think I erased. But I don't like to wear like a full-on lipstick a lot because it's just it's annoying to have to reapply or mess with or anything, especially when you're getting sweaty around your lips. Things can tend to bleed or just look funky, so I kind of avoid that at all costs. But let me know down below if this was helpful at all for you guys, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys! So the first thing I do when I come here every time is I go get their butterscotch because I love butterscotch. My shoulder keeps going like numb. It's very weird. When I come back out of this position, it's gonna hate me, but it's okay. It's worth it. We're gonna get worked out anyway. But makeup, still looking good, and I'm not even in flattering light, you guys.
There's Puffin. Puffin doesn't like to be on camera at all. Dad came to ride with us. There he is. I know you. I know. Putting you on mine. And you.